Hi, beautiful divine soul. Thank you for joining me, Mystic Mia Moksha, for another pick a card reading. We are looking at what is happening for you during this Venus retrograde. I'm posting this the Venus retrograde that is in Leo, but this can apply to any future Venus retrogrades that you may come across this reading on. And you can skip right ahead to the reading, picking a pile that resonates with you, whether it's the number, the image, or the crystal. The timestamps are below. I'm just going to have a little spiel about what Venus retrograde actually is. So Venus is the energy of beauty, desire, love, intimacy, partnership, and connection. It draws us into pleasure, art, romance, and reveals to us the value we place on ourselves, others, concepts, places, and money. Now, with the Venus retrograde in Leo, the things that will be highlighted, reviewed, witnessed, refamed, visited, and maybe even healed are our relationship with money and our earnings, the worth we place on our skills and creativity, and how we appreciate art and beauty, and whether we feel secure in ourselves to express who we are. During Venus retrogrades, you tend to mirror a lot of past experiences that might create a certain dynamic between you and your loved ones that kind of represent like our past and the stories we continue from long ago. So the questions that might come up are: what experiences from the past are influencing your present? What patterns and narratives around love, intimacy, and worthiness or beauty are you ready to witness and heal and rewrite? So these are the main themes of Venus retrograde. This was mostly researched and found on Yoga Journal. And so with that, I hope you enjoy the reading. I hope you have a beautiful Venus retrograde. And let's dive right into it. Much love and light. Hi, Pile 333 with the Ocean Jasper. Let's look at your main theme for this Venus retrograde, your minor theme, and then what you can expect to happen in the physical for you. Okay, so the main theme, 7 of air. Okay, so you're going to find out some truth about something that is going to be very shocking. So a new truth will be revealed to you. Observer. About someone or something, an entity, like a company or group or a person that has been kind of observing you, kind of home. Okay, so this is a good energy. Someone has been kind of scouting you out. So whether someone has been romantically interested in you or someone has been looking to you to offer you some sort of career opportunity, a job opportunity. This person is friendly. They are from home, so they are of similar vibrations to you. So it's not a creepy thing, but it's going to be very shocking to you that someone has been kind of following you for this long and kind of waiting to give you this offer. Okay, so what is this about? Yeah, you will know the truth and the whole truth soon enough, at least at some point during this Venus retrograde. King of Cups. It's going to be very shocking because you're going to immediately fall in love with this opportunity or this person or this group or everything about this. It's just very unexpected because you didn't even know this existed. You didn't even know this was in the universe's plans for you. And they're going to come at it very lovingly. They're going to come at it, knowing that it might be very surprising to you. Magic, yeah. You're just going to be like, wow, this is the universe working its magic. To you, it's completely like a miracle. For this person or this group, it's kind of like they've been waiting for their opportunity. They've been kind of watching you. They've been kind of researching you. They've been kind of following you to see when the right time would be, to see if you are right for this opportunity or whatnot. Inspiration. There's energy of both of you would be able to inspire each other and create something together. So you are what this person or group needs, and they are what you need. It feels like a missing puzzle piece from home. So this could be like a soul family kind of feeling, or a great co-worker, group of workers, partners in business, partners in this project, or a romantic opportunity, romantic love opportunity, or opportunity to be with like-minded friends, and even it could be a friendship opportunity where you two will inspire each other. It's like what the other person needed, it's like the other person in the band, or just the person who thinks like that. They think wildly, you think wildly, but you needed the other person. It's like match made in heaven. Let's see if you've been wary. Yeah, Seven of Pentacles. Yeah, it seems like they might have had more than one contender. And don't be kind of alarmed or disrespected or feel disrespected. It's just because, for example, if this is a group, if this is a company or a business, they might have been looking at the right applicants. They might have narrowed it down to several, and you won out because of something you displayed. You might have put out some work that is very heartfelt, whether it's a quote on Instagram, or a piece of music, or a piece of your writing, or some idea you put out there. It was the perfect clue for them, your soul family or your soulmate, that you are the one. They just want to make sure they were giving the opportunity to the right person, and you are the right person. And so this is like kind of a heads up from spirit. Like, don't feel jilted, or don't feel like I was one of many. Like, no. This person or this group did their research. They waited for the right divine timing. Is there anything else? Think, learn, network, and communicate. Yeah, Mercury. That is exactly what's going on here. This is a think tank, someone or people that you can brainstorm with, that you can network with. There's going to be definitely a lot of communication back and forth. A time to give rather than take. Yeah, this might be something where you work on your greater purpose in life, your soul mission. It could start off with something more just creative, if it's just one person, a romantic interest, or a friend, or a group of friends. It could be just starting off with something of like, yeah, let's see how we vibe when we have a jam session or something like that, and then turn into something more serious. Or it could be something like a big opportunity for a greater life purpose, for something very serious and a big offer right off the bat. So depending on your situation. Okay, What does Spirit want you to know about this situation? Find your inner light. Okay. So this is an opportunity to bring together everything you've been working on. So this Venus retrograde for you, I think I'm speaking to people who are obviously further along in their spiritual journey. So you're now ready to shine your light out into the world, to help others awaken, to make the world better. This is the project, this is the time. And so you're going to find that this person or this group, it could be both, it could be a soulmate and a group of people. You're going to find that it's going to speak to a lot of experiences that you had, a lot of talents and skills that you have, a lot of experience and knowledge that you have. So it's going to speak to, most of your light. This is the time to bring it out. This is the time to bring it together. And you're going to find that this is a fun challenge to step up to. It's not going to feel like a challenge because you're going to love it so much. Okay. So let's look at a minor energy at this time. Queen of Air. Okay, so I see like the King of Swords here. You do have another kind of project or situation going on outside of this. It's pretty big. Where you will be taking the lead, where this person or group finds you. You are the one speaking up about this big situation in your life. What is this situation? Money. Okay. So there is money coming in, or an opportunity for money to come in specifically for you at this time. Excuse me, I'm still getting over a cold. Okay. Seems like you've been waiting for a long time, very patiently. And now is the moment. I feel like you've been kind of opening up channels and for opportunities for the universe to bring in abundance to you. And here it is. You knew it was coming, and here it is. You've been waiting patiently. You've been working on it. I feel like this egg here, the past and the future, you kind of very focused on here and now, but that's because you healed a lot in the past. You worked out a lot of your goals for the future, and you've been waiting patiently. You've been playing the long game. You've been strategic, and I'm getting a very solo act. You might have had your spirit guides, your spirit team, your higher self, even source energy directly that you've been working with on this, and that's why it's only coming to you specifically. So if you're in a partnership, or if you have a family, or if you've been working on a business with friends or business partners, don't be surprised if this opportunity and this amount of abundance comes only specifically to you alone, because it's been you that has put in the effort, and you are going to be, you've known this is coming. You've known it for a long time. This opportunity for money, this opportunity for a lot of physical abundance, material wealth, it's here. How will it come in? Very quickly now. I mean, it's the floodgates are already open, and so it's coming in right now very quickly. How else may you see this money come in? Okay, wow. All these cards came out. So travel, justice, lighten your load. So I feel like Spirit is kind of saying here that we're bringing in good karma back to you. Travel, lighten your load. We're going to give you an opportunity to travel. So and lightening your load. So this massive amount of physical abundance may coincide with a trip. So if there's a trip that you've been meaning to take and haven't been able to take recently, it's going to coincide with that. So you might get the opportunity right before, during, or right after you take that trip. It's first, like, you know which trip we're talking about. If not, this is like you will get an opportunity to take a trip once this physical abundance comes in for you. That will allow you to lighten the load. Maybe you've been waiting to see someone, see a family member that you haven't been able to see because of financial situations, or being locked into some work. But you're going to lighten your load. You're going to be able to travel. Traveling is very essential part of you receiving this physical abundance. It's like physically traveling is going to be a sign of when you're receiving this physical abundance, but also it's going to allow you to go to places that you were meant to go. You are a light worker. You are meant to go places, go see things, and you will know exactly what those places are once you get this extra abundance, material, physical, financial abundance. It's going to lighten your load for sure. It's karma being repaid. I feel like Spirit is saying, you'll know what this is. I accept the gifts I've been given as a high service to the world. Yeah. So you're going to see that it's going to allow you to help another part of the world or another part of the country. And you'll see what the opportunity is. It's going to come along around the same time, during Venus retrograde, where you're going to be like, okay, I need to travel to this place so I can help this person or these people, or learn something from this culture or religion or this region, so I can better help more people in the future. Maybe it's going to be a volunteering kind of service, or something to help a community or family member, something of that sort. You'll know it. You'll know it when it comes through. And lastly, what's something that's going to manifest in the physical? You and your loved ones are safe. So you're going to find, especially with this Ace of Pentacles and this money energy, I feel like you're going to set yourself up very well physically with work, specifically money, and of course your own health, mental, physical, emotional health, that you are going to be able to take care of your loved ones, your family members, your friends much better. Trust your path. Spirit is saying, trust your path. If you knew you would be supported, what would you do? So this is an opportunity, Spirit is saying, that is coming through for you, that allows you to be so abundant and free from physical world restraints that you are finally able to live out your soul mission in the ways that you want. You can spend your free time helping others in other parts of the world. And then just a quick draw of love. What can you expect in love? It was my fault, but I blamed you. So yeah, I do also see with the secret coming out, I feel like someone is going to tell you that they blamed you for something that was their fault, that illumination and truth is going to come out, whether it's from their own words or from some energy you're going to feel from them. I'm awakening to what this love really is. Yeah, so this person you're going to feel this person at least energetically, if not physically. You bring light to my darkness, and that's in reverse. So I feel like they realize that has already been done. Like, you already brought light to their darkness. You already kind of helped awaken this person a long time ago, or before this time period. So you're gonna feel this person's energy again coming through. my life is not together as it seems. I'm getting it's going to be more energetic. Probably you're going to find out that this person isn't doing as well as you thought, or as they made it seem, made it appear outwardly. And they did kind of brush you off with the feeling of I'm better than thou, with this air of like I'm doing better, and and when in reality you are the light, and you kind of show that light to their darkness, and they're realizing who you actually are and what your love actually brought them, and who you are actually as a person, a very divine light being, very advanced soul. Okay, so I hope you enjoyed this reading. If you did, I really appreciate a like or comment. I really want to know if you enjoy these readings. I love astrology. Venus is my girl. Venus is my planet. I'm really, really in tune with Venus and the moon. So let me know if this resonates. And I wish you much love and light. Hi, Pile 666 with the orange calcite. Let's look at the main theme of this Venus retrograde for you, a minor theme, and then what you can expect in the physical. Okay, so what's the main theme of this Venus retrograde for you? Temptation, the devil in reverse. Okay, so I do feel like there is one big temptation coming in for you, but you're so over it. You've learned this lesson. You aren't tempted by this vice, this dark energy, or these low vibe things anymore. Like so much so that you see it come in and you're like, this is like, you can just flick it away. Like it's nothing. It's kind of comical for you because like how many years ago was it that it tempted you? Like this is, are you kidding me, universe? Are you serious? But it's just the universe's way of being like, remember that one big lesson that you had, that dark energy cycle that kept repeating and you couldn't get out of it? Remember that? Like, how funny is it? Doesn't it feel like, decades ago? Regeneration. Yeah, it's because you are about to, I'm getting very strongly evolve as a soul, spirit, and body. So we're about to go through a huge life transformation. And so Spirit's just kind of bringing this up as just kind of like, it's not even like a test. It's like a tease. It's like, really, Spirit, really, you're bringing that up. I conquered that so long ago. Like, there's no way. It's just kind of funny to you to kind of see, like, I can't believe I was that person that was, in a place I was like a weakened spirit. I wasn't strong enough, but I was a fighter, and boy was I a fighter. And I remember that was a tough challenge, and I got through, and look how strong I am now, that I laugh at this weak dark energy when it comes in front of me. Like, that's the kind of energy I'm getting. Pets or animals in reverse. Okay, so this is something that you used to feed a lot. This negative energy is something that you used to feed a lot. So whether it's a vice, some sort of bad habit, or some sort of bad energy, low vibe situation that you kept going back to, kept feeding over and over again, those kinds of energy when you keep feeding negative energy like that, it can cause like a poltergeist kind of energy. Like, those like dark clouds over someone's head that's just raining on that specific person and no one else. That's the kind of energy it creates, like a literal energy like that. You cleared that cloud a long time ago. You see sunshine all the time now. That cloud isn't coming back. But it exists in some time and space from long ago, right? But I feel like you kind of caged that energy. You gave it to Spirit to kind of deal with, to transmute into beautiful light energy. So it's kind of like this energy is coming back to you, wow, in a reformed manner. It's going to be part of your spirit team as some sort of spirit animal. Wow, because you took so much of your time and energy to feed this animal, feed this negative energy. It is its own entity now. And for light workers, when we go dark, we go dark. You know, we've gone through experiences that fed on us, you know, that opened us up to so much dark entities and energies coming to attack us, right? We are that powerful of soul and spirit and that lost that we went to the darkest of dark energies, right? That's why we are the lightest of the light, because we experience such dark. It's like you have to experience that much darkness to get into that much lightness, right? It's why we have the courage to do the things that we do in our lifetime. It's the reason we have that much wisdom, that much light to share with others. So I'm getting that energy is coming back as like a cute little pet on top in your spirit team, because they were reformed. You gave this energy to source energy, to God, to your angels, to your spirit guides, to be transmuted. And they're coming back transmuted. They're coming through one more time to show you what they were like before they come back to you as this beautiful little cute puppy dog, you know, as a part of your spirit team. No contact. So it's kind of like this energy hasn't even been around you. That's why you kind of laugh, like comically, like, wow, spirit, like this person or this behavior or this vice, it hasn't been around for a long time. Like, I don't understand, like, why it's coming, why you're bringing it back. Teaching, coaching, mentoring, role model. Okay. Buying, trading, purchasing. So I got kind of like, you know how kind of there's that like theme of like the devil bargaining for your soul or something like that. I feel like two can play this game. The light, you, a beautiful divine angel here on earth. You are letting this dark energy that you may have accidentally, unintentionally created, you're giving this energy a chance to be part of your spirit team, you know, as a lower level form, maybe like a pet, kind of, you know, like a spirit animal. Spirit animal energies are very powerful. They represent the whole species, right? But I'm like a spirit of that soul. So you're asking, you hear the ambulance going off. It's a very, very powerful energy. I know it as I'm channeling it. This is kind of crazy. But yeah, you are kind of letting this energy know, along with your spirit team, you don't have to do it alone, that they can come to the light side. All right. And they can do it with you. And they can do it by, you can be their teacher, their mentor. And they can kind of come along in your spirit team and learn from you and your experiences in this lifetime, because you've advanced. You are advancing to like a sage-like being on this planet, as like a guru or an advanced energy practitioner, advanced spiritual soul. So you can now even mentor energies on the other side. That's what you're here for. You're going to come across many negative energies, whether it's in people or places or things, and it, you know, you're going to, those that have the ability to come onto the light side and be taught, you can be that opportunity, that door for them. I know this sounds kind of weird, but this is your chance to take responsibility for something you did as a very powerful being when you were unaware or unawakened, maybe even in your youth, that you created this energy. Okay, you have the ability to kind of bring that energy into the light. Of course, there's a higher power here, source energy, spirit, the universe, kind of allowing this opportunity for you. It's kind of like the student becomes the teacher kind of moment, you've mastered life and your first soul mission when you are now teaching it to another spirit being. And what better spirit than an energy that you've created. So this might come in the form of a past friend, a past romantic interest, helping out people with the similar addictions to bad habits that you've had, If you've been a workaholic, if you were a gambler, if you did drugs, this is your opportunity to kind of pass that knowledge along. So that's how it's going to come in the form of mentorship. This isn't something that you're like gung-ho about doing, right? It's like it wasn't a fun part of your experience here in this lifetime, but it's something that you are meant to do, is help others that with something that you went through that was very difficult. You knew it in your guts and your bones that this is something you would do in your lifetime, and this is the opportunity Spirit is saying for you to do it. You don't have to do it for that long, but it is something you have to pass along in order to heal this energy that you've created, bring it into the light. Yeah, you are going to be dealing with people who are in a dark night of the soul kind of situation, but it's kind of a way for you to kind of right your wrong, kind of heal this energy that you've healed within yourself, pass along the wisdom that you've already learned. Yeah, so how will this look for you? Three of Wands, yeah, it's something that you've meant to do. You kind of knew it. You're meant to do this. Six of Swords, you probably will travel to places in order to do this. You might give lectures, you might visit groups, you might be so successful in one person or one group that you might be asked to help other places and other groups or set up systems for it. Grow and expand, Jupiter. It's gonna be very lucky for you. It's gonna be like you might be like, oh, I don't really want to do this. Maybe half-heartedly in it. Like, you might be like, okay, like I know I have to do this. I might as well just get it over with now. So you might go in with it like half-heartedly. These people aren't going to be fun people to deal with. They're the old versions of you, right? And then you're going to realize that you're really good at it. That people are asking you for your advice. You're really good. You're really organized. You're excelling in this. You're going to feel very lucky. People are going to actually listen to you, heed your warnings, listen to your advice, take your advice. You're going to actually help people in real time, and you're going to be able to see it in real time. And it's going to surprise you, and you're going to feel very, very lucky. Flow with regeneration. So this is something like a current that kind of takes you. It's unexpected. You weren't really expecting to kind of do this at this time, but you have the opportunity for it, and it's kind of like a current that just kind of takes you, and this opportunity just kind of takes you to something bigger and bigger and bigger. Jupiter you kind of keep growing, expanding. You become very popular in this. You might get a little bit of notoriety, a little bit of fame from this. Your work is being revered. It's being spread. So this is kind of a way to leave your legacy, and you had no idea. You didn't really expect this to happen. It just kind of started happening, and you just kind of decided to go with it. Spirit guide, yeah. That I feel like has multiple meanings. Breakthrough to new dimensions. A new endeavor is on the horizon. Innovative energy wants to burst forth into your consciousness. Yeah. So you are not alone. Your spirit guides are with you. And not only that, but you're mentoring like others who may be mentoring others once they are healed, so this is work that you can just put in a little bit of energy into. You could do it for a few months, several months, a year, 2 years, several years. It doesn't matter however long you want to do it, but like what you start here creates a legacy. It creates other people who then go on to heal other people, and it kind of creates like a domino effect. And so that's why Spirit's like saying you don't have to do this for a very long time, but it can give you the notoriety, the fame, the name, the presence, the opportunities to do your next soul mission. And you're going to be surprised how well this works out. And you might want to do it a little bit longer, a few months longer, a year or two longer, just because of the success you achieve in this. And it allows you to hit that new dimension. You get the resources and the networking and the opportunities that you need to do the next thing that you want to do, the confidence and everything. Yeah, so I'm going to pull Spirit's advice for you on this, and then we'll move into the next thing. Your angels are embracing you. There's kind of like this moment that happens where your angels are kind of you're going to be more psychic. You're going to be able to tune into your higher guidance stronger, because you are now being that higher guidance for others. So you're going to have this like this kind of understanding with your spirit team and a higher level of connection, because you're doing similar things to what your spirit team is doing. And so you're going to have a stronger bond and connection, and you're going to be able to communicate with your angels much, much stronger. Okay. So let's go into what is a minor energy that you're going to be feeling during this Venus retrograde. Nine of Earth. Okay, so yeah, there you go. You're gonna be getting in a lot of abundance. That's what I felt with the Jupiter energy. So yeah, you're going to be feeling a lot. A lot of physical material abundance come in unexpectedly. You're just trying to do a good thing here. You see an opportunity, like, hey, this is something I've been meaning to do. And it works out really, really well for you, and very, very immediately. It also brings in resources that you need, people, places, things that you want for your next soul mission. Milk and honey, yeah, that's abundance. You're going to be very surprised. Jupiter, luck is on your side. Luck is smiling on you. Lady Luck is going to be your partner here, because you're completing the circle. You went through this hard thing. You learned the lessons. And now you're trying to make it easier for people who are going through similar things. Like kind of like healing your younger self, healing that version of yourself. Like you're being the person that you wish you had when you were going through that hard time. What good karma you're putting out there, And you're going to be surprised. You're not going to expect it, but you're going to get a lot of physical abundance for that. Okay. Yeah, what you've you can see your hard work paying off. You're going to understand why things happened the way they did, and why you're receiving specific abundance, like a massive amount of abundance now rather than before, and how it had to come through this way. And you're going to love it, because you finally get to share your love, your wisdom, and you're going to want to be kind. You're going to want to be nurturing. I feel like it's like you're very kind, gentle, nurturing soul, very wise. You're very witty, very charismatic, but like you don't get the opportunity to do that around people who are very low vibe, maybe people who don't understand the kind of way that you live. And then you're surrounded by people who are like mini yous, you know, like young versions of you, where you can kind of, or even the same age or even older, just kind of like that version of you, and you get to speak to them and they understand and they pick up on your wisdom, and you're much more charismatic. You're synced in the flow. You can't do any wrong. Everything that comes out of your mouth is right because you're even more synced with your angels and your higher self. You're evolving into your higher self. So you're like, wow, these words that are coming out of my mouth are just magic. These words that I write, it's just pure magic. Like that's because you're synced in, you're evolving, you're growing into that higher self, your higher version of your soul, your spirit. So it's gonna be fun for you to kind of try out these new skills and talents, or more evolved forms of these skills and talents that they're taken in with much gratitude and appreciation. It's gonna be very fun for you, and plus, who doesn't love helping? Light workers love helping, right? And you get to see immediate effects of your work. Smiles on people's faces, you know. See how things have been working out. Six of Cups, a reunion. Yeah, you feel a reunion with yourself, with source energy. You might have been kind of jaded recently or the past several months or years, because you had this energy, this strength, this power come through with your spiritual awakening, but then, not the right environment or events or experiences to kind of bring it forth to. You get to shine now. This is you on top of your game. All right. I communicate with ease and grace. People are willing to embrace what I have to say. Yes, it's exactly what I'm saying. Yeah, you're gonna see that your popularity goes up, and that gives you a way for opportunities for many other things, and it feels good to be able to help others with things that you've went through, and people understand and appreciate and are receiving it with a lot of warmth and grace. Okay, lastly, let's see what you can expect in the physical. What can you expect to manifest in the physical? Okay, so there is something like destined, part of your destiny, your fate that is coming through right now. Love of a lifetime. Wow. So while you're in this very lucky, abundant energy, you're feeling on top of your game, guess what's going to come through? The love of your life. How could it not? If you don't already know who that is, or if you're not already with someone, the love of a lifetime coming through. Yeah, someone that's probably going to work with you. You probably might find them in this line of work, or they might want to work with you with this a little bit before you two move on to the next soul mission, which is very beautiful. Let's see. The initiation, rite of passage, crossing the threshold. Yeah. So this is the opportunity that's destined and fated. It's kind of like a step into your soul mission, and you're gonna feel like, do I really have to do this at first? Like, yeah, I kind of want to do it, but do I really want to? And then you're gonna see why Spirit had you lead into your bigger soul mission with this one. This could end up being like your bigger soul mission, or it's something that you might continue doing on the side, but I feel like it's like a stepping stone into something else that you might want to do. And then just real quick, what is coming up in your love life during this time? I'm afraid to contact you, but it's in reverse. So I do feel like someone that was afraid to contact you will contact you, possibly a love of a lifetime. I want to feel that way again. It came out in hand. So I feel like this person, maybe someone that you know, and they know what it is to be loved by a powerhouse like you, and they want to feel that love again, which means they are capable of holding that much love themselves and giving that much love back to you as well. So it looks like a beautiful Venus retrograde for you. Please leave a like or comment if you've resonated. I hope you enjoyed the reading. It lets me know if you resonate, if people resonate with my astrology pick a card readings. I'm very close to Venus. I'm very close to the moon. So I pick up on these energies very strongly. As I'm talking during this reading specifically, like my head was buzzing because I'm like feeling the energy, channeling it very strongly. So I love your input. It helps me so much. And with that, I hope you have a beautiful rest of the day, and I wish you much love and light. Hi, Pile 999. What's the Celestite? Let's look at your main theme for this Venus retrograde, the minor theme, and then what you can expect in the physical. What's the major theme for you? 5 of Earth. Okay, so there might have been kind of confusion of where your life is going in the physical. It might have been like all of a sudden there's like a slight confusion of where your career, where your relationships, where your living situation, where your money situation, where all these things were going. And it's just like all of a sudden, like a slight confusion about all these things. Like you might have thought you knew where you're going, or maybe you were just didn't even think about these things. And all of a sudden it's kind of like you're looking and reviewing these things. And it's like, oh, I didn't realize I all of a sudden I don't know where I'm going in any of these areas in my life. And it just kind of like all of a sudden. It seems like you always think about going on that diet or trying out that exercise routine, or you and your partner were thinking about going on vacation, or you're going to get back on the dating scene, or the marriage, like you planning the wedding but you never really set a date, or thinking about going into new groups to meet new friends, trying out new hobbies, to meet like-minded people. That you're going to look at jobs next season, and you said that 2 seasons ago, always next season, that you were thinking about moving and you're going to save up for it, or that you're going to do research on the homes in this area. And it's always kind of like, I keep saying that I'm going to do these things like next month or next season or next year, and then it keeps going like further and further. Like it seems like it's like so close, like even closer, but still not starting. So if you're in that kind of energy, Spirit has some messages for you. Okay, current love interest, current partner. So I feel like you have someone in mind, or you are currently in a relationship, and it just kind of, things keep getting delayed about moving up to the next level or taking on the next goal or project. A friend that wants more. I feel like you and your friend always talked about starting this business up together, or you've always wanted to get out there and make friends who understand you better, more spiritual friends, or more enthusiastic and go-getter friends, or something like that. Maybe you and your current love interest or current partner are like, you're always on the edge of like, should we continue dating, or should we like let it go? Should we continue this relationship? We're always kind of like, we're gonna do things and we never do it. We're always gonna break up, but then we don't. We just stay in it because it's comfortable. And it keeps like going in a circle like that. I kind of want to like leave my group of friends because they're not, they're kind of weighing me down, not pushing me forward, things like that. My job keeps promising me that they're gonna give me a promotion or give me a raise, and then they keep pushing it off, things like that. Wow, okay. So out of all your frustration, Spirit is saying there's something, I'm getting it's better than a knight in shining armor. So I do believe it's like a person that comes in, and they are everything, they embody everything that you feel like you're lacking in your life right now, which is direction in relationship, direction in career, in money, in living situation, in health, all these things. All the like the physical things. So we got 5 of Earth here. And this is all of a sudden too, because I feel like you might have been doing well in your life, and then all of a sudden it's just like, wait, what's actually happening? You know, it's like, wait, is my relationship not going as well as I thought? Is my situation with my friends and family not going as well as I thought? Is my health situation, like, am I pushing things back too much? In my money situation, is that gonna take longer than I thought, or is it like, is there a dip right now? Like, what's going on? And then I feel like you tell this person like your situation. It's just like, yeah, you know, I thought I was so clear in my goals, in my path, in my life, physically, and all of a sudden I feel like the rug was just ripped up from underneath me, and I'm wondering if I do know where these things are going in my life. It's like, I know what I want, but I don't know if it's gonna actually happen or not. Queen of Swords. Okay, so there's you communicating to this person kind of, they're opening a doorway. They're kind of communicating to you like possibilities, like, hey, maybe you're going to go down this path, or maybe this because like there's an opportunity here for you, or maybe because of this thing or the other thing. So what is happening here? It's time to release negative energy. So whoever this person is, you kind of unburden yourself by telling them, physically communicating with them. So whether this is through email or messages or phone call or video chat or in person. I think for most people it's gonna be in person, because if you're a light worker, that's where we're at right now, right? Because this person shows up in the physical, like, bam, here I am. Someone who is encompassing all the energies that you are all of a sudden feeling woozy about. And they come here and they ground you, you know? And it's because you are leaving all those things. You're leaving all those things. You're leaving those relationships. You're leaving those dietary health habits. You're leaving those financial situations. So that's why you're feeling a little woozy and kind of like, wait, what's going on? And this person comes in here and grounds you. I don't even know if it's a person or if it's like a energy. What is this person? Yeah, they clear up some truths for you. So, yeah, they clear up truths, but who is this person? Okay, someone that you come across. So you stumble upon them, maybe on the internet or in person. Let's see. Work event, yeah. So I feel like this is someone that you meet going to a convention, an expo, or maybe in a group online. It might be something you were searching for. Yeah, and it could just be like a personality, someone who is a leader, a spiritual leader, or a thought leader of some kind, and you come across them and they just kind of make you understand everything. They ground you. They let you know why things are happening. These big changes are happening in your life. You might feel woozy because you feel like things are unstable, uncertain, but what's really happening is you're clearing those energies to step into new energies. Time to release the negativity. illumination. So you've already been illuminated. That's why you're like, wait, good things have been happening for me. I know what I want. I am working towards what I want. But I'm getting from Spirit, you're doing like a full clearing out of all the negative energies, all the energies that were in your past. And so it kind of feels confusing because it's like, wait, shouldn't good things continue to happen for me? I'm working towards my goals, my soul mission I'm following my heart, working hard in the physical. And Spirit is like, no, you are doing the right thing. We're just doing a whole overhaul of your energies, clearing everything out. So that's why it's like, just for a second, it might not even be that long. It might be like a couple of days to like a week where you're just like, wait, what's, I thought I was working towards these things in all areas of my life. And Spirit's like, oh, we got a surprise for you. We're doing a complete overhaul, complete extreme makeover, spiritual energy edition, compassion. Yeah. And it's because you've been working with such compassion, your heart, you staying true to who you really are. You used your natural talents, abilities, and skills to help others genuinely, not to get anything out of it. And it's because of this that Spirit is doing like extreme makeover, to your energies. And so that's why it's a little bit confusing, because like Spirit's like, oh, you think you were going to get to your goals this way, this way, and this way? We're going to give it to you instant manifestation, instant opportunity. We're just going to let you dive right into a pool filled with gold, Let's see. Spirit, how to say. Saturn. Feel restricted. I'm going to cough again. Hold on. Sorry about that. Got to the point of the reading where I'm going to cough so much. Getting out of this cold. Feel restricted, experience struggle, learn hard work and patience. This came up face down. So I'm getting from Spirit that like you work towards everything despite the obstacles, despite starting at a disadvantage, despite like having it to do it the hard way, putting in the hard work, having the patience, feeling the struggle. You felt the struggle, you felt the suffering. And now we're going to take away that struggle. We're going to take away that hard work. We're going to take away those feeling restricted and having to wait for a long time energies. We're just going to give it to you because you already showed and proved that you are willing to do all those things. You've already had that experience. Time for a new one. Nurture your creative energy. And so now Spirit's like, we're going to give you so much abundance. We're going to give you a full-blown manifestation ability. This is the time for you to get creative. So you have all these things that you want. Imagine if you don't have to work as hard to get them. What are you going to do with your free time? How are you going to progress in each of these areas? Think of your most wildest, biggest, detailed dreams in each of these areas. Your health, your physical looks, your financial situation. What would you do with that money? What would you do with this abundance? What would you do with the right relationships? What kind of parties would you throw? And dinner parties, and what kind of events, and where would you travel to with your friends, with your partner, with your, let's get creative now. This is your time to get creative. Okay. So let's look into your minor energy, and then what you can expect in the physical. So minor energy, 2 of air. So there might be a little bit of that, like that annoying energy that when you've spiritually awakened, or when you're making a grand change in your life, and you're like, I don't know what to pick to go forward in. Like, you just quit your job and now you're open to any career path that sings to you, and you're just so stuck because there's so many out there. What do I choose? What do I pick? That kind of energy, which is actually a truly beautiful energy to be in, but it can be frustrating because it's like, with that much free will, it's hard to choose. Spirit's like, we're going to choose for you. We're going to help you choose. Because you have all this creative energy. You have all this manifestation, this unlimited abundance. Imagine it's like you can not only choose any career that you want to with the skill sets that you have, the knowledge and wisdoms that you already have. Now you can be an astronaut. You can be a race car driver. You can be an Olympic gold medalist. You know, you could be the best chef in the world, 3-star Michelin chef, restaurant owner, you know? You can be the best in the most unique careers. So it's kind of like, you thought you had a hard time choosing before. You're going to have a hard time choosing now, but Spirit's like, no, we're going to help you. We're going to help you choose, because we're going to give you that yang energy, that decisive, forward-moving, beautiful physical energy to move forward. And that's why Spirit's like, it's time to get creative, but also know that you, like, once you pick it, you're going to go down it. You're going to go down the path very quickly. Okay, what is this? There's a little bit of giving up. There's a little sadness because there's a little bit of giving up free will when this happens. There's a little bit of sadness because, like, once you choose one thing, it's like, okay, once you choose to have your home in this area, you know, yeah, you could maybe have like a summer home here and maybe a third home there if you get a lot of abundance. But ultimately, when you pick your home base, that's where you're going to have your home base, right? And it makes you sad because it's like, oh, well, I missed out on the mountain view or the ocean view or, you know, that city penthouse or whatever. So it's like, there's a little bit of sadness because you cut out possibilities just as quick as you pick one. Because although you're getting the ultimate experience in that path you choose, you know, maybe you want to be an astronaut and a horse racer, you know, like, I don't know, you know, maybe you had more than one dream, and it's that like, you know, it's kind of childish. You know, at this point, it's kind of like, oh, I can't have all my toys at once. I can only play with one toy at a time. It's like, okay, suck it up. But Spirit needs you to kind of get rid of those, like, immature energies when it comes to handling this much powerful energies that you're receiving now. So that when you do get multiple grand destinies and dreams coming to you for you to live out, you're not going to have those immature, like, well, but I didn't get that 4th dream or that 5th dream energy, you know? So you understand, you value what you have, and you appreciate it. So it's like kind of kicking out the immature energies quicker, sooner rather than later. That's what the lesson here is for. Hey. It's safe to ask for help. People want to support me. Yeah. Spirit's like, you know, it's okay. Like, even if you feel like you don't, like, you know, it's going to be hard because when you're having this much ultimate abundance come through, it's going to be hard to go turn to people because no one's going to understand you. They're going to feel pity for you. They're going to be like, oh, rich kid crying when, you know, like, oh, like you have a tough life. Look at how you look. You know, you're gonna look like a god or goddess. You're gonna look like a movie star, right? So it's gonna be hard when you're going through these experiences to have someone that you can go to, turn to. Spirits like, you can turn to me. These aren't small things. You are dealing with these like petty, like small, petty, immature lessons and energies, but it's for a reason, because you're going to be given more. You've worked for it. We've seen how hard you work. You suffered. You struggled, and we gave you a lot of challenges. And so when these little petty, immature emotions come up, it's going to be like, oh, do I feel bad? Like I shouldn't have to feel bad that I can't live out both my dreams instead of just one. Like, how like selfish am I? How ungrateful am I? It's like, no. Spirit's like, no, you're gonna have more than one dream and manifestation come through, big one. So you have to work through these energies now before we send in the other ones. Okay, so that's why you're getting one big one right now. Okay. And then what's going to manifest in the physical for you? What can you expect in the physical? Ooh, okay. So a lot of opportunities in love, but not just like love, like things that you love. And that kind of makes sense because now that your spirit's like opening up your energies and being like, hey, we're going to give you like some like creative godlike play here. You could do whatever you want. You could pick whatever you want to go into, hobbies, interests, passions, careers, goals, and relationships. But there's gonna be a plethora of opportunities, right? That's why you're like kind of like deer in headlights, which way do I go? That like paralyzing feeling of like, oh, if I choose one career path, the other ones are no longer there, kind of thing. So you're going to get a plethora of opportunities of things that you love, that you're interested in, coming through. Here we go, the yang energy, the Ace of Wands. But Spirit's like, we're going to make it easier for you to kind of pick and feel at home in. So it's kind of like, you know, we're going to give you the interest, you know, pets, the relationships, the schedule, the things that you vibe with. You're going to find out very quickly. It's going to be easier to see what things you jive with very quickly. And we're going to bring it into your home right away. That furniture, okay. You've always wanted like this kind of couch. You always wanted this kind of living room, you know. Okay, here's your TV. Here's your couch. Here's that coffee table. We're going to ship it and it's going to come to your house tomorrow. We're going to have movers unload it. Everything's going to be set. Everything's already set. You don't have to do anything. You just have to pick it and we're good. And we're going to make it easier. We're going to help you figure out what resonates with you, what works for you best. Answer the call, Spirit is saying. What is your soul calling you to do? Now that you have this open energy, you know, it's like, what do you want to do with it? You have all this opportunity and unlimited creative manifestation abilities from Spirit at this time. Now, you get all the fun, you get, you know, your health, your finances, your relationships, your home, all settled. Now, what are you going to do with this energy and this time that you have in your life? Everything else is settled. You have no excuse. You gotta go for it. Setting up parameters. Assess your relationships and determine how they are aligned with your goals. Setting boundaries requires honest evaluation in your present relationships. Setting up parameters. So I'm getting you're setting up parameters. You're setting up your life, right? You're like, so it's like, pick up your furniture and we're gonna bring it to your home. Pick up your outlets, your Zen meditative hobbies, your fun creative hobbies. You know, friend groups that you're gonna go for this or that. You know, family that you're gonna have. You know, days that you have to entertain guests, days that you have to just do your inner work. And then you have everything set up. What is your calling? That's what we're focusing on. We're trying to settle everything else for you so you can focus on your calling. Okay, and then I'm just going to pull a quick card to see what your love life is like around this time. Sometimes I stay awake thinking about you. So that came out in reverse. So there's someone that you have been thinking about a lot. I couldn't let you get close to me. Someone who didn't let you get close to them, didn't give you an opportunity didn't give you a chance for something more. So this is someone that you have been thinking about, maybe throughout the times, or that you think about, like maybe it's the one that got away, or someone that you had a huge crush on, or someone that you had a lot there with. We're never apart. They're gonna let you know energetically, I'm getting, that they were never apart. I have trouble sharing myself. So this person may come to you energetically. At this time to level up. And it's because you're leveling up that this person's going to come to you, maybe in a dream, maybe in some sort of big sign, that like, hey, remember this person that you keep thinking about, the one that could have been the one, mystery. And it keeps the mystery alive because this person is connected to you in ways that you cannot imagine, because your brain, your heart, your soul, your spirit are connected to this person's energy, because you do think about them every once in a while. And they come around on times of huge leveling up. So this person not only represents like a past lover or past good friend or whatever this person is for you, but they also represent the ultimate you. So this is like a twin flame energy. They're going to come up around this time energetically, and it's because you put them as the face of your twin flame, your energy, for your soul growth. So while you're leveling up big time, they might be living their own life, but you're going to see that your energies and their energies are intertwined. Whether you see each other again in this lifetime or not, you will continue seeing them in your energies, because they represent something much bigger than the person that lives on this earth right now. They represent your soul growth. And so they will be your representative from your higher self, from your soul group, that you are now leveling up to the next dimension. All right. So I hope you enjoyed this reading. If you did, I really appreciate a like or comment. It lets me know that you enjoy and resonate with these readings that I love to do. I love getting into astrology. I'm very close to Venus energies and the moon energies. So I felt very in tune, like my head is vibrating, my whole body is vibrating while I do this Venus retrograde reading. And yeah, so I hope you have a beautiful rest of the day, and I wish you much love and light. Hi, Pile 1212 with the Rose Quartz. Look at how Venus retrograde is affecting you with the main energy. Then we'll look at the minor energy, and then what you can expect in the physical for you. Okay, 4 of Fire, 4 of Wands in reverse. Okay, so I'm getting this kind of like moving out of one home into another home kind of energy. So you might be actually physically moving into another home, or you might be moving into another relationship, or you might be moving into another friend group, soul group, or another career, passion, line of work, or it might be more than one of these things. Lifestyle. No place like home. Are you kidding me? In reverse. Yes. So yeah, I feel like you're like moving out of something that is like a home to you into something that feels even more like a home to you. And so it might be more than one of these things, or it could be one of these things that I just mentioned. Public flame, popularity, outward presence. Okay, so I'm getting there's something about like these specific things, so where you physically live, or your current romantic relationship, or your current friend group, or social media presence, or audience, or whatever, and or customer base, and yeah, your line of work, where people don't know much about it. So whatever one of these things that people don't really know about. If people don't really know where you live, or people don't really know your relationship situation, or people don't really know your friend groups, or you don't really have like a social media presence, or not many people know that you wrote a book, or write a blog, or maybe people don't know what you do for work or something like that. So whatever people don't know about you, or know too much about, or not too many people know about, that's what's changing and moving into a new home. Okay. At this time, it could be like by the end of Venus retrograde, I'm getting, you will have moved into this new home, or you'll know what this new home is. Yeah, because it's time to take a big risk. I feel like you're taking a leap of faith here, and you're going based on gut, and you're like following what you feel is right for you. I feel like people are not going to be happy about it because it means you're moving away, physically actually moving away, or moving further away from friends, or further away from family members, or further away from a relationship. Maybe you're going to go long distance or something, and that's just going to indicate that things are going to move. You're going to be moving away from things that felt like home. So the people and the energies that are around you where you are now, they're going to be kind of sad that you're not going to no longer, this beautiful light that you are is no longer going to be in their energies. Yeah, they're going to feel a little like they're ditching us, they're leaving us, like we're always helping them. Why are they leaving us? Or I thought we were in this together, like why do they want to leave me now? They might not understand this. They might become a little bit selfish in there. And they're wanting to keep you. Of course, you're a beautiful light. Why wouldn't they want to keep you in this workplace, this group, this community, this neighborhood? Okay, so let's see what's going on with this situation. A fiery climax approaches. Yeah, this is why I'm saying a big leap of faith that you take. And this is like something you take, you personally, because it's been a long time coming. If you see this 4 of fire, like this fiery energy, it's been kind of building. It's kind of like you've outgrown where you are. So whatever you've outgrown your friend group, your romantic relationship, your physical home, your neighborhood, your workplace, your current lifestyle, like whatever you've outgrown, it's been building, slowly. You've been like, you've been kind of itching to get out there. You've been kind of itching to get into a bigger shell, a bigger home, The end of a tough cycle approaches. Okay. So it might have been kind of tough because you might have like grown as a person, but you're kind of squishing yourself in this small home. Your energy has grown, and you're kind of still living in a shell of a life, you're kind of squishing your energy all into this life that you already have, and your energies have already outgrown this life that you have. So this is gonna be an end of a tough cycle, because you're this like itty bitty thing, and you've grown so much that you fill up the shell, and you've grown even more than that you've outgrown your shell. And it's been very difficult because you're this itty bitty thing that went through so many challenges to grow your energy enough to fill the life that you have, but not only fill the life that you have, but now you've outgrown it. So it's been tough, the growing part, and then living in the life that you currently have as a grown soul. So it's been tough, uncomfortable, because you're just squishing yourself in that little shell. Okay. Energy, yeah, see, that's what I'm getting. Like you have this big energy, you've grown it, from this little itty bitty thing to like this big thing that you have now. Your aura probably goes, reaches cities far, miles and kilometers away from you, states and provinces away from you. Like, your energy is big, you know, and it's now time to find another shell. It's time to find a bigger home, you know, and all that entails. Beauty. You're gonna go through a huge glow up, and not just you are gonna go through a physical glow up, but I feel like you are also going to go through your life is going to go through a glow up, you know. The clothes that you have, it's going to be upgraded. The furniture you have, upgraded. The home that you live in, upgraded. The career that you have, upgraded, you know. The presence, the outward presence you have, upgraded. Your energy is so big right now that it's going to be hard for people not to notice. You're going to have this outward appearance that it's going to be hard to shy away from, because your energy is so big now that you're going to have a bigger home. You're going to have a flashy car. You're going to wear that much gold, you know, because your energy requires it. You're going to have a big outward presence, and that's going to be hard to mask in the physical, like it has been, you know, for you recently. 5 of Cups under this 5 of Pentacles. People are going to be sad. People are going to be sad that you're moving away, and, you know, joining this bigger than life career, relationships, life, because it's going to make them feel less than. You know, a lot of people, you as a light worker, might have put their burdens and their misgivings on you. Their what they lack, their misery, you know, on you. Misery loves company, and they might have done it intentionally or unintentionally, but they kind of liked having someone that they felt was below them, you know. And you were not. You worked on yourself privately. You might have kept a lot of this stuff quiet, and people felt like, oh, I'm doing better than that person in this way or that way or whatever way, or I don't know what's going on with them, but, you know, look at me, and now they're kind of sad because it might be their ego. You worked on yourself. You had an awakening. You worked on your spiritual self first, and then emotions, and then your mental energies. And now guess what's coming through? Your physical energies, like a miracle, manifesting in a magnificent way. You're going to have this magnanimous energy that is going to be hard to shield. You're going to look good. Your life is going to look great. It's going to be excellent. It's going to look exuberant. It's going to look wild and wealthy. And that's going to make people feel bad. And that's not your fault. And it's not your business. If they, you know, the people who are emotionally evolved, who've been working on themselves spiritually, are not going to feel that way. But how many people out there do you have in your life that are like that? You're going to be working your way. You're going to step into a life where you're going to have more people who can handle your energy, because you're going to be on that level. So do not feel bad when other people feel bad. This is the energy you've worked on and you're stepping into, okay? 4 Cups, yeah, sorry. Spirit keeps bringing this up. They're going to say nasty things. They might feel like discontented. Well, why don't you help me? Why are you leaving me? Why is this happening all of a sudden? And like all these things are going to come up. It's going to be their fear, their ego going to come through to you. They're going to use you as a mirror. And you're going to see some nasty things come out of people that you love, your family, your close friends, you know, your close relationships. You can see some nasty things. So Spirit, like, they kept telling me, this is like what, 5 clarifiers that they made me make sure that you know what you're up against. Let me see if Spirit has advice for you in that regard. You have the courage within you. It's going to be hard because these are people that you love saying bad things about you, and that makes you sad, and that would affect anybody, the strongest person in the world. That's going to be hard. You have the courage within you. Step into your true life. You know, they're only going to be better for it. If they use you as a mirror, so be it. It's going to make them a better person. Just dust it off your shoulders, roll it off your back. It's going to help them become a better person. You're going to be able to help them more as you step into this beautiful life that you created for yourself, okay? Let's look into the minor energies of this Venus retrograde. Let's minor energy of your Venus retrograde. Page of Water. Okay. So I feel like I'm getting you like a little bit creative shy. Like you're kind of, you have a ton of creative ability or things that you've always wanted to try. Maybe you've always wanted to sing, but that wasn't really your thing. You've always wanted to play an instrument, but it wasn't like your biggest goal. Or you always wanted to take your hand at styling yourself, or going into fashion, or maybe building a home from scratch, or try your hand at something that you've never really tried before and you're kind of a little shy about it. Treasure Island, but you have so much abundance coming to you. You can't miss your opportunity not to. It's like you're not gonna have the opportunity to not use these skills and abilities. So you're gonna feel abundant, but you're gonna feel a little bit creatively shy, because you're stepping into things that like maybe you didn't have the opportunity to before. Maybe you dabbled in it or thought about doing it, but you never really did. So you're getting a little bit creative shy. But there's so much power in your creativity. There's so much spiritual power, intuitive power, and therefore creative power. You are connected directly to source energy. You're connected directly to your highest light. So it's impossible not to channel it through at this time. It's your calling. You're being asked to. That's what I'm saying. I'm like, you're not gonna even have a choice not to. Bring your creative spirit out and try new things that you've always wanted to try. I'm getting, because these are all very positive cards, I'm getting this is like a change in the wind. So you may have opportunities. King of Swords, yeah. As soon as you speak it, as soon as you write it, as soon as you type it in a search bar and research it, it comes to you. Knight of Pentacles, yeah, it comes to you. So like say for example, you want to learn an instrument. As soon as you look up where you can buy one, you may get an opportunity where there's like free lesson, first one, or like, a really good price, or a really good teacher, really close to you, or something like that. Immediately. Or you get the right program so you can like learn how to sing. You might want to go into creative arts, like you want to write a book. You might get you may find out that your friend's friend is a publisher or work, it's just, as soon as you speak the words or write the words, it manifests for you. So anything creative that you want to do, write it and speak it now during this Venus retrograde, and you'll see how quickly Spirit brings it in for you, because it's time. You can't afford not to. Okay. Let's see, one more card and we'll go into what's coming up physically for you. I release my need to be right. I'm defenseless and at peace. For some reason, I just kept seeing like 4-leaf clovers. So I'm getting like, there's like this, like, how when you first start something, you're not going to be a like wonderful, like if you want to make violins or computers, like whatever, like you're not going to be the best at it at the first go. So I'm getting from Spirit, like, release any need to be perfect in the beginning. The 8th house, transformation, karma, facing fears and legacies. Yeah. I got this, like, facing fears. I feel like there was always a fear before, like, if I I can't spend money on this, or I don't have time for this, or what if I start this up and then I don't continue with it? Or what if I don't like it? Or if it's too hard for me? What if I'm not good at it? All these fears are what prevented you from starting these things in the first place. I don't have the time. I have to work. I have responsibilities, all these things. This is what this specific, is it one? The devil. This is what, it could be one or several, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 things creatively that you've never stepped into because you had all these excuses, you had all these fears. This is Spirit saying you're stepping into a whole new life. There's no more excuses. You have all the time and money in the world. You have all the passion for it, all the desire. You will like it. You will get over these fears. Everything that prevented you from going into this in the past will be released, will be transmuted. So all you have to do right now, this I feel like it comes in like maybe one or few things at first. I keep getting 5, so 1, 2, 3, 4, or 5 things that you might want to just go into a few things, try out 5 different things, maybe get 5 different instruments, or try out 5 different hobbies, just to dabble. Or you might be interested in just 1 or 2 and really doing a little bit more research and diving into a couple of things, taking a couple of classes for a couple of different things. Whatever it is for you, you're diving into it now because Spirit wants you to release all those only if I had time, only if I had the money, what if I'm not good at it? I started things and stopped things before, like releasing all those little things, because you are going to move into a new home where you have no excuses, nothing holds you back, and you're going to start these things with an advantage rather than disadvantage this time. So Spirit is encouraging you to take up your creative projects. It's probably to help you along with your soul mission after this energy kind of comes and goes, but also to release any of those blocks that you had from starting these things in the first place. Your parents didn't approve of it, you didn't have the space to do it, whatever it was. Okay, and then lastly, what can you expect in the physical? What can you expect to see in the physical? Wow, something manifests right away. Set the intention, it comes through right away. We did talk about that. Soulmate. Ooh. Soulmate. And wealth. I feel like because you feel so good, you kind of use that as your shield, your courage, this kind of newfound beauty in your own life, and like you physically having a glow up and your life having a glow up. You use that to kind of manifest your soulmate because you're feeling so good. You're in such a good place. It's hard not to attract that in right away. You speak the words and they're here. You speak the words and they're here. Dance with life. Do something to change your energy. Yeah, it came out in reverse. So like you already did something to change the energy. The energy is already changing. So Spirit's like, dance, enjoy the fun things. Bring someone in that you can dance with, that you can share this wealth with, that you can share this fun energy with. Hey, pull a couple more cards on here. Conjunction, a union, merging and coming together. So I will not surprise if you call in the soulmate. The soulmate is going to come to you because you're calling it in with your healed and beautiful energy. You're feeling the beauty in your life. You're appreciating the beauty, the divine beauty in your life, the actual physical beauty in your environment, in your connections, in your new home. You're radiating. It's like you're awakened again. That energy where you're just like, you're so strongly connected to divine. You call in your soulmate. And you can dance with life. You're having fun, enjoying your new home, new things, your new creative potential hobbies, trying out new things. You're dancing with your soulmate coming in, a union emerging and coming together. 5 of Swords. Spirit will not stop reminding you, be wary. There are going to be people who are going to be jealous of this. They're going to not like this. Avoid those people. You know, what's Spirit's advice for that? It's like, avoid those people. Not. Feed your joy. Yeah. Go into it harder. Lead into your life harder. Your blessings harder. Because you're not going to let anyone get between you and your divine gifts that you are so blessed with, you know? Okay, and then just a quick energy of your love life. What's happening? Well, it's kind of coming into your physical already, but we both know I'm not the one for you, and it kind of fell right on my lap. So there might be someone that you're leaving, someone that you thought of as a potential romantic relationship, someone you thought you'd always be with, or someone that you're actually in a relationship with now. I feel you, even though we are apart. So that's because someone who feels you is coming in. Your soulmate is coming in. See how they're both coming in? Of course, you have free will, so you can say no, but this is an opportunity. Your soulmate coming in. You're probably already starting to feel the soulmate energy during this Venus retrograde coming in. Message from them: I'm creating a more stable foundation. So this person is also getting some sort of glow up in their life. I'm so sorry, and that is from this potential love partner that you thought that you're currently with, or that you thought you would be with. They're saying, I'm so sorry, as this new energy comes in to be your soulmate, your partner for this lifetime. Well, potential. You have the choice of what you want to do with this energy, but I see this person saying sorry, this person who's leaving, and the person that's coming in, they're already feeling your energy. I'm going to pull one more card because this is kind of unusual. How are they already feeling your energy? I know I messed everything up. Okay, that's them saying sorry. But this new person coming in, how are you feeling their energy? Happiness. Okay, so they're feeling your happiness, you're feeling their happiness, because they're getting their foundation set and you're getting your foundation set. So it's kind of like both of you are being set up for this divine union here. Luck is on your side, okay? So Spirit's not going to tell me how. You're just going to feel lucky and you're going to feel happy. That's their energy also coming in. You're going to see it from them. And trust. Yeah, Spirit's just like, trust us. We're going to bring it in. They're not going to give me any more information on that. So is there any way how that you could feel their energy and they could feel your energy at this time? Exploring, adventure, finding, curiosity. Both of you are in this kind of explorative phase where you're exploring new hobbies and potential interests that you're going to spend a lot of time and energy on, advancing your skills in, or gaining more knowledge in, or working on a lot in your life. So it's kind of fun for you to kind of explore these things. So that's how you two are going to feel each other's energy. Okay. Are they going to come in during this Venus retrograde? Or yeah, they're probably going to come in during this Venus retrograde or immediately after. All right. So I hope you enjoyed this reading. If you did, I really would appreciate a like or comment. It just lets me know I'm stepping into astrology pick a card readings that I love. I could see this being my thing, my calling, my way forward with my highly spiritual channel, this channel, my bigger brand, Mystic Mia Moksha. So yeah, your advice, your light, your support, and your feedback really helps me. I love it. I'm very connected to Venus and the moon energy. So I like doing these more astrology-based readings. And yeah, I hope you have a beautiful rest of the day, and I wish you much love and light.